Yeah, it was obviously a really bad period for the 3 goals, right? Like we started in the way that we wanted to. Gabby has a big chance early in the game. And then, we're in a stage right now where I think that the goals we concede are off turnovers, and then it's a big transition moment, and then we just are unfortunately punished. But we can't let it snowball into multiple goals. We have to continue to stay together. We have to continue to fight. And today was, I said this a couple weeks ago with Orlando, that being an outlier, but now you see 2 of these results, and this just isn't good enough, and this is something that we have to really address very, very quickly in order to continue to fight and push as hard as we can to get ourselves in a better position, because today is absolutely nothing that resembles, outside of maybe the first 10 minutes, what I feel like we've been building over the last year and a couple months.
You got 1 goal back and seem to have a little more confidence, a little more like your game through the first large portion of the second half. At that point, is it just running out of ideas, or is it exhaustion, or it obviously falls off the in the last few minutes?
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I take full responsibility for that. At 3-1, I think we had the early chance with Christian that could have made it 3-2. I mean, that was a couple good saves from the goalkeeper. But I wanted to go for the game. I wanted to have as many attackers on as possible. I thought that we could handle that, and we didn't. They obviously punished us in a lot of big transition moments, and they have a lot of quality. And this is something that I take responsibility for 100%.
What's the path forward now?
Yeah.
After two bad performances in the last 3.
Yes. Yeah. 2 of the last 3 are completely unacceptable. So I told the group after the game that we need to move forward, but we need to move forward together, and we need to get ready to fight. And you have to expect changes after this game. This is our business, and so at the same time, we need guys to step up. We need guys to step up, play more complete performances, and have a better setup for me as well. I always self-evaluate, and this one clearly got away from us. So.
When you say expect changes,
yeah, absolutely. I think that I try to always, whenever we don't get a result, I have to look at everyone, and this is something we always do. When you have 2 out of the last 3 performances where we give up this many goals, that we have to look at everyone. We have to look at everyone and evaluate very clearly.
Any from Zoom, Brian?
Yes. Hey, Troy, thank you for joining us. We'll go to Dennis Gomez.
Thank you, Brian. Troy, how special was it to play this game, like this historic game, and what was it like talking to Bruce Arena?
Yeah, Bruce was really generous over the course of the couple days that we've been here, and really gracious, just giving me time. He had some kind comments last night when we got together, and then today, even post-match. But ultimately, this was a wonderful moment for both clubs and the league, and where the league has evolved to. But I would have liked to have celebrated it with a much better performance than we turned in today.
And that's a quick follow-up. How pleased were you with the first 25 minutes in the second half when you guys seemed like you had possession of the ball, controlled the ball, and had a few chances to maybe score some goals?
Yeah, I can't really say, outside of the way we started the match, I can't really say there's a lot to be pleased with today. The circumstances of the game at 3-1, I fully expect us to fight back in the way that we did early in the second half, but there's nothing to be pleased with today. Nothing to be pleased with today.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Jose Umana.
Hey, Troy, thanks for speaking with us. It was pushed to us at the beginning of the season that a lot of moves were made to improve defensively.
Yeah.
Yet you've now conceded 17 in 7 matches. Where do you see the defensive structure and shape so far, and where do you want it to be better going forward?
Yeah, this is a good question, and this is a fair question. This is something that we have to. This is what I'm talking about moving forward and looking at some different changes, because obviously what we've done in the first 7 matches has not resulted in better defensive form. So this is something that we're really going to evaluate hard, because I think that we can we have the personnel to do a lot better than what we're doing right now.
And just as a quick follow-up, you mentioned the midweek that Aaron Herrera was going to be questionable. How was he leading up to the match, and what ultimately led to the decision to play him today?
Yeah, he had 2 good days of training, and I was glad to see him back with the team. And he was limited to about 30, 40 minutes today, so we were able to get him on at about that stage in the second half.